This is the CZ P-09. It's chambered in 9mm, and it is basically just the big brother to the CZ P-07, which I did a review on this channel, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I guess. As far as all the internal stuff, you know, like the trigger, springs, stuff like that, the sights, they're all the same. It's just in a bigger frame, a bigger slide, longer slide, and it's going to be more comparable to the Glock 17, whereas the P-07 is more comparable to the Glock 19. This is a big gun though. The overall length from the tip of the barrel to the end of the dovetail grip back here is going to be 8 inches. Overall barrel length, just the barrel itself, the rifling section of the barrel, is 3¼ inches. Overall width from the widest point to the widest point, which is going to be right here, which is your ambidextrous decocker, is going to be 1 inch 481 thousandths, which is just about 1.5 inches. Height from the bottom of the mag to the top of the rear sights is going to be 5 inches and 7/8. Overall weight is 27.8 ounces, which is 1 pound 13.9 ounces. That's with a mag in it, and obviously you can see this mag doesn't have any ammo in it, and the gun is empty. So that's with a mag in it, no ammo. So it is going to be a little bit of a heavier gun, which is all right because that will help you in getting back on target quickly. You won't have to mess around with a whole lot of recoil. It's going to help mitigate the recoil. It does have changeable back straps here, which is pretty nice. You can kind of tailor fit it to your hand. So this is a double single action handgun, which means that first round, if you have it decocked, is going to be a double action. But if you go ahead and cock it manually, you're going to have single action. So let me just show you that. So this has a decocker on it. So if you have you have a full mag, you have one in the chamber, you can carry this loaded technically into the chamber. You can't really call it cocked and locked because it's not cocked, but that first round is going to be a double action where it's going to be a long, heavy trigger pull. You get all the way back to the break, and there you go. It's going to cycle. So every round after that is going to be a single action. I really like hammer-fired guns, especially the double single action stuff, because they're just safer. You can carry it just like that, and it's not going to go off. You don't have to worry about it going off in your pants, whereas a striker fire, you hit that trigger, it's going to go off. If you don't have a good holster protecting it, it's going to go off. So if they could make something like this, 10+ rounds or more, double single action, you know, in the size of a 365, SIG 365, which I have here for comparison's sake, we would be in great shape. We'd be doing really well. So as you can see, these two handguns, line them up best I can here. There is a considerable size difference here, as well as a considerable thickness difference. So this CZ P-09 is going to be a pretty hard gun to carry, unless you're just a very big frame person and you don't mind that possibility of printing while you carry every now and then. The magazines are very nice, big capacity. They carry north of 15 rounds, but for the sake of YouTube rules and staying well within compliance of that, I'm only going to be carrying, loading these up to 15 rounds. I can't remember how many mags mine came with, but it was at least one, but I want to say 2, but I went ahead and got additional magazines. You can never have too many magazines for a handgun. Let's see, let's talk about the sights. So the sights are adjustable. You can loosen up the set screw on that rear sight and move it left or right for windage. I did have to move mine to the right because it was shooting slightly left. It was very easy to do. That set screw was not Loctited on mine, so that might be something you need to look at, or, you know, be careful of. Make sure it doesn't loosen up on you if you do have to adjust it, or even if you don't have to adjust it, you should probably check it, make sure it's got Loctite on it. 2 rear dot sight and 1 dot in the front. See if I can get this on camera. Wow, that's tough. There we go. awesome sights. I really like how they catch the eye. They do glow in the dark, so that makes it pretty nice. CZs are excellent guns. The P-07, great gun, a little bit more concealable. P-09, I like it better because I don't carry the P-07 anyway because it's a little big. But anyway, let's get some shots with this thing and see how it does.